Hello guys, this is last but one update about the submarine 3D printed submarine version 2 for the U-boat board game, and let me show you what changed from the last Tuesday, and this is the great job I think. And this is the aft of the submarine. You can see hydroplanes, vertical and horizontal, screws, and the rest of stuff. Everything on this part is printed without support, and it's more or less connected without the glue. Let me dismantle it for you so you will see how it actually is. The holder for the hydroplanes, and you need to remove them very carefully like this. And this is a bit tricky because screws are very stuck at the end of the axis. Hopla. And this is also a lot of parts there. Remove one part, another. These connectors are also removable. Another screw, and okay, it's went out with the frame. It's the same in here. And put it out, yeah. And the hydroplane. Okay, so this is printed without the supports. I am very satisfied how it looks like. Let me show you the front part. Again, the hydroplane holder. There is a hole. You will connect it in here, and also you put hydroplane there and connect another with another connector. And what I did is actually I printed this axis with a special way, so they are very flexible, not like the version 1 submarine, etc. But these also these axes, which are directly connected to the hydroplanes, are very fragile. You need to be very careful when you working with them. So that's about the hydroplanes, and let me show you the last part of submarine, never shown I believe before. There will be faceplate, something like at the front part. It's printing right now. And notice this whitish part there, and that is actually BUOH filament, which is water soluble. It means that you will put, as you can see, this part is very heavily supported, and you just put it into the warm water during the night, and it should just dissolve in the water, and you will just very easily remove the supports from the main model. This filament is very expensive, so that will be only optional for people who don't want to hassle and remove the filament, remove the supports manually. It's not easy task, I understand. So that's why I choose to upgrade my printer to be able to print with water soluble filament, right? So you just throw it into the warm water, keep it during the night, and then at the morning just remove the filament very easily. I will do that, and I will record another video and wash the rest of filament with, let's say, some old toothbrush or anything, and it should be okay. I am very curious how it happens, because I didn't do that before, and I'm just curious, and I will let you know with next update. That's all I have. So basically everything is already printed, already proved, so I can start to receive order next week, when there will be last update about this project, very long one, and then I will take pre-orders. About the price, I need to calculate it, how many filament I use, how much kilograms I use, and how long was the printing time. This is not the first submarine I printed. This will be for me, and I will start to print submarine day after tomorrow, and that will be first one. That one is already reserved for one guy. So that's all I have, and I really hope that you weren't tired the long journey. I was creating this submarine. It was very long time, but I have some personal issue and so on, and then COVID came and so on. So I work on that at the last month very often, during each night and so on. It was very tiring, and I'm really happy what I have today. So to resume what was changed from the last version of submarine, this one is much bigger, and it has like two parts. One is the surface submarine, you can see it on there, and one is the interior of submarine, you can see it there. They could be put next to each other, so you can play on. You can put miniatures on the inside, on the outside, as you wish. I really like the art of the submarine now. Is much more detailed, and the hydroplanes looks very good. The screw and the rest parts on there, and they are without the printed without the support. It was very issue for the guys who bought the first submarine to remove the support, because there was a hidden hydroplane inside the supports, and they often damage them during the removal of support. Next part, what is different is actually torpedoes. You can load torpedoes to torpedoes tube, and there will be, I believe, 5 torpedoes to each submarine included, but you can buy more as optional. The walls of the submarines are much thicker right now. It happens that some people receive submarines with broken walls. Now they are much thicker and shouldn't break so easily. And also I need to remind you that there is a shield or emblem for the submarine. You will receive 2 with each submarine. The next batch of 5 will be optional support, and basically much more detailed. Also the floor is detailed. That the one on version 1 it was not detailed at all, just flat. And much more magnets, as you can see on each end of part. There are 4 magnets at the bottom part, 2 at the top, and also 2 at the each part of the top. So they are connected each together like this, you can see. And I have to mention the submarine is now ready for the LED strips. And I need to show you one more thing, that LED strips are, there is space for them on each part on there, as you can see. It's for standard LED strip. It started the first part going through the whole submarine. These are space for the connectors. At the end of submarine, there is a cable shaft which going like this to the bottom of submarine. For the people who do not wish to upgrade it with LED, there is a cover. You can remove it. Let me show you again. You can remove it, and if you want to let there, you will put a connector to, let's say, USB port or anything, and put epoxy on there, or just use this cover to, let's say, work on it with, I don't know, with knife or so on, to make a hole inside and create a connector from the bottom of the submarine, and having the power source for the LED strip. Okay, that's how it is. This hole is going around the torpedo, like this, torpedo around the torpedo shaft like this. So if you put cables there, they will go around at the bottom. So when I put this like this, you can see that actually front of the submarine, oh, you don't, I remove. You can see when the submarine will be put somewhere, or front of the submarine will be connected via the magnet. It has no base, right? Base starts at the after the first part, and this will be connected via the magnets, and it will hold like this. And the same applies for the after submarine. There is a base, ending of the base, and will be like this. It will be much nicer at the shelf, and at least this part don't need the supports. Supports will be on the middle three parts, or middle four parts on this. There was no way how to print it without the support, so that's common with the very complex models. So I just remove at least at the two parts, and the optional will be water soluble support. That's all I have for you today. I believe you saw everything I had for you, and next Tuesday I hope I will have the submarine #1 printed, which I pack like the package and send to guy who promised me to buy a game for that, and then at the next Tuesday I will start to accept pre-orders. The links will be on the U-Boat Fun Facebook page and on my YouTube. So I believe I will accept only first 10 batch, and then I will see, because the printing of this submarine is very long. It's very long time to print it completely, and that's really all. And see you on the next update, and I hope you really like this. I work endless nights on this, and I think it was a nice journey, and I like this much better than the version 1. Much. I invest my time, and I learned some new skills, and trying to do everything to be better and more detailed and so on. That's it. So guys, thank you for watching, and check my YouTube channel next Tuesday. Thank you, and see ya.